Good day, I'm Tom, and this is the Contrarian Entrepreneur Digest, Issue 17, Optimism, Pessimism, and Realism. Also in this issue, business models for professionals, money or people, living your life, problems and opportunities, you need to decide, and last of all, bubble wrap. Optimism, Pessimism, and Realism. Optimism comes in two flavors. Actually, all three of these come in two flavors each. There is rational optimism, which involves reason, logic, and probabilities, and irrational optimism, which involves emotions, possibilities, not probabilities, and desires. Pessimism also comes in two flavors. Rational, which involves reason, logic, and probabilities, and irrational, which involves emotions, possibilities, and fear. And in the middle is realism. There is rational realism, which is accompanied by objective, verifiable facts, and irrational realism, which is denial of reality. So my suggestion is be an optimist when conditions warrant optimism, be a pessimist when conditions warrant pessimism, and be a realist the rest of the time. Above all, do not deny your current personal reality. Do not lie to yourself. Do not tell you that things are different than they are, because they are what they are, no matter whether you acknowledge that or not. So it's a good idea to acknowledge your current personal reality. Now, if you don't like your current personal reality, don't whine about it, don't complain about it. Do something to change it. Business models for professionals. For providers of professional services, there are three basic business models. High touch, which is where you interact with clients on a personal and private, meaning one-on-one basis, thus increasing the effectiveness of the interactions, but limiting the number of clients that can be served within any given span of time. Low touch is where you interact with clients in small group settings, thus diminishing the effectiveness of the interactions, but increasing the number of clients that can be served within any given span of time. And finally, there's no touch, which is where you provide pre-built content designed for self-study and delivered through various forms of media, but you do not interact with clients on a personal basis. The reason I'm even mentioning this subject is just to remind you that I believe most coaches and gurus and consultants and what have you use one or any two or all three of these, and maybe it's a good idea for you to kind of review what you're using of these three models and decide if it's a good mix to accomplish your ends. Money or people? Is your business more about making money or helping people? Just wondered, you might want to think about that. Living your life. If you could know how many years of life you have remaining, would you want to know that? And if you did know that, how do you believe it would change your thoughts and behaviors? What would you stop doing? What would you keep doing? What would you do more of? What would you do less of? What would you start doing? Just food for thought. Problems and opportunities. The difference between a problem and an opportunity is that an opportunity does not demand short-term action, but a problem does. It's the difference between the absence of good, meaning a missed opportunity, and the presence of bad, meaning a problem that would cause harm if not solved pretty soon. You need to decide. Change is inevitable. Will you drive that change or be driven by that change? Will you disrupt or be disrupted? You need to decide. Actually, you don't need to decide, but it's a pretty good idea to decide that. And in our humor section for today, because we shouldn't be serious all the time, psychotherapy is expensive. Popping bubble wrap is cheap. You choose. Thank you for watching, and remember that the Contrarian Entrepreneur Digest and my other publications are your go-to place for mental stimulation, intellectual nourishment, contemplation, inspiration, and deep thoughts. If you'd like to talk about anything whatsoever, email me at tom@tomharris.us, or you can call me on the telephone at 877-901-9977. And remember always, think, learn, create, be brave, be bold. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll meet you here next time.